Hey y'all, it's a new week at the Hyatt house, and this week we are focusing our attention on the shower pans. We have 5 bathrooms, but 3 of them have showers, and we need to get those pans set so that our plumber can finish roughing in all of our drains. So we're gonna head inside and me and the guys are gonna get to work. But before we do that, while you're here, subscribe, like, and comment. Let's go get to work. So you guys remember I talked to you before about these Precast Kohler shower pans. This is our first time using this exact product. We've done other pans before. We're gonna try this. We're reading all the directions here. And what we've gotta do is, step 1 is put down a self-leveling compound. That's kind of like a sackcrete. You'll see us mix it up and put it down. Honestly, this is our most level floor that we're going to deal with because we built this one and I know the other 2 aren't this level. So I think we're starting with the biggest one, but the easiest one. Our next level or our next step is to put down a layer of polypropylene. It's a plastic that's designed to go under shower pans. And then we're going to set the pan. So fingers crossed that it works. We are now mixing up that self-leveling compound. So we've pre-cut the piece of poly that's going to go directly above the self-leveling compound. So we're getting that the right size so it'll go down easy. And we're getting ready to start plopping down some of our self-leveler. All right. So it looks like everything we do is pretty easy, but sometimes it's not. Because apparently, while it says you can tile over this stuff in 24 hours, in this weather, it sets up in about 3. So now our auger is in the bucket. And that is, solid as a rock. So that is a self-leveling fail right there. We got it out. We're gonna try again. This time we're gonna put it down as soon as we finish mixing it. Y'all, I walked over to answer an electrician's question and I missed the whole video. That pan is in. Now they're jumping on it to get it level. I'll make sure I get a better video of the one upstairs. Meanwhile, outside of the bathroom, it is all hands on deck. We've got our electrical team working on the ground floor. The plumber's around here somewhere working on something. These guys are working hard, working on a little bit of everything. Oh, I hear the plumber on the second floor. We're about to head upstairs and try to set that second floor shower pan. I'm gonna do a better job of videotaping that. We are working on the main bedroom's shower. And right along the back of the shower, those floorboards were just a little bit loose. So the guys decided we needed to take them up and put something a little sturdier there. So here's one of the boards that we pulled up. And the thickness on this thing is unreal. You remember from downstairs, I showed you where they had hewn those floors, where they had basically cut them down everywhere there was a beam. You could tell that they did it, but not until now do I see just how much they took off. And then look at the thickness. Let me show you. Look at the thickness of that board. It's well over an inch. And just look at all of this tongue and groove. Of course, we've got square nails. But all of this was done with no power tools, completely by hand, with a chisel and a hammer. It just never ceases to amaze me that this house was built the way that it was built. I'm gonna hang on to this just to have something to show folks what it looks like under these floors. So we replaced that wood upstairs. Now I'm underneath. We had a little bit of gap and we didn't want that leveling compound to run down. So we're filling it with spray foam. That spray foam is the best stuff. If you've got little cracks or gaps you need to fill, and you can trim it down. We don't need to trim any of that, but we'll trim it on the top so that it is flush on the top side. The floor in this shower is very far from level. We anticipate we're gonna have to use a good bit of that leveling compound here. So what we've done is we've built a frame. That's the front of the shower there, so that it doesn't wiggle, because it's gonna be pretty. In areas, it's gonna have a lot of that leveling stuff under it. So we're building a frame so it doesn't wiggle until it has set up. All right, because there's so much slope on this floor, which is over an inch from that edge to a little over 3/4 of the way, we've decided we're gonna use a little bit, or a lot of this leveling stuff first, get a level coat, let that dry, then we're gonna do another load of the level stuff and the polypropylene, and then the shower pan. And we're gonna work fast this time. We're gonna mix it up and put it down quick. Okay, so the first layer has leveled. We're gonna put the level down and see. Hey, that looks pretty good. Dang. That is spot on, is what it is. Spot on the money. So now we're gonna mix up more of that stuff. We know we gotta work quick. We're gonna mix it up and put it down. Then we're gonna put that roll of plastic right there down. And then we will put the pan. So the plumber has been here. He is super quick. As soon as we set that shower pan in the main bedroom, and he has already roughed in that drain. So he's still got to rough in the first one that we set. And then as soon as we get the third floor shower pan set, he can rough in that one as well. But before we work on the shower pans, let's go to the back of the house, because I've got a ghost update for you. We want to give a ghost update. Gio, tell us about what happened.
I took 2 boards out of here.
Yep.
And then I went back and I took 2 more out of there. And it was just, when I turned around, it was just laying in there.
He's talking about this marble. The floor, I mean, you had swept in there and refinished those, or replaced those floors and everything. You would have seen a marble, and then all of a sudden, nobody else is in the house, and there's a marble on the floor. And then just a few minutes ago, everybody, except for me, was on the roof. And when I came around, I couldn't get in this back door. And this back door is always open. When we're here, it was closed. So I came in the house, and someone had closed the back door and locked it from the inside. And honestly, we've never even used this inside lock. It was this thumb lock right here. Also, what's this? Is everybody seeing that? So maybe our ghost is just messing with us a little bit. I don't know. So we got ready to install the third shower pan, and when we opened it up, it was all busted. So we have purchased another one, and my girl Katie over here, who is like the greatest girl boss of all time, has got it ordered for me. She got it delivered in like 2 days, and now she's driving the forklift to put it on my truck. Katie don't mess around. Right, the third shower pan, really the fourth shower pan, the one that we just picked up at Lowe's is here. We're on the third floor and we're getting ready to put that shower pan down. So doing some prep work. We've got about an inch of slope. So we are going to do the same thing that we did in the main bedroom. We're going to put some of that self-leveling stuff down. We're going to let it sit up and then we'll put the pan down. We went and caulked and actually put tape down in all the floorboards so that self-leveling stuff wouldn't run down. We also, just like we did downstairs, made a little corral, the opposite of a corral, so that it doesn't run down our drain hole. So we've made basically like a form so that we can level up that area of the floor. So we're pouring that self-leveling. We're leaving it pretty runny right now so that it'll level up pretty easily. So that's set up. Now we're pouring another few little spots of the self-leveling stuff. We'll put down the plastic and then we'll put down the pan. Right, the last shower pan is in. Our plumbers can now finish all of the drain work. I don't know if you can see this, but we've got a big difference. We've got, it's almost on the ground in that corner, and then over on this corner, it's like 2 inches. So we're gonna have to get creative in how we trim that out. Quite honestly, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll figure something out. That's all because I'm trying to save these hardwoods. And even if we did, we can't do tile because I'm worried about the deflection. So I don't know, we're gonna get creative. We'll save that challenge for another day because we have reached a milestone and that all the shower pans are installed. All right, folks, that's a wrap on another slightly boring week at the Hyatt house. We got the shower pan set, but everything else was just kind of the same old plumbing and electrical. You can only watch so much of that, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you watched. Hey, come back next week and who knows what we'll be doing at the Hyatt house. Hopefully something exciting, and maybe we'll have another ghost experience. So thanks for being here. Like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss another exciting episode of what's happening at the Hyatt house.